We are under the lights this evening as Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Count is 1-2 now. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Slater's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's coming off a month where he had 30 runs batted in. That's 1 RBI a game. You always hear them say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, I think that applies to driving in runs, too.
2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Jeff McNeil is on deck. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. So here's Jeff McNeil. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Back goes Yastremski. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Standing in, Pete Alonso. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
Line drive to center field. Marisnick is there, and he has it for the first out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He had an amazing power month. He launched balls out of the park to left, to right, to center field. Impressive power. For a whole month to sustain what he did, really impressive.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Batting third.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Striding in, Mike Yastremski having a very nice year. Currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the cove and gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, former World Series MVP Pablo Sandoval. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Rosario's got it. throw in time, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Michael Conforto. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yastremski's got it, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
He'll come into play here at .319, 10 home runs and 30 RBIs. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Stepping into the box, Jalen Davis. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So it's a 1-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. At the plate now, Aramis Garcia. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough one for this guy. Falls behind in the first inning and back-to-back singles here in the second. This could be a short night for this pitcher.
Yeah, they're passing the baton on the offensive side, putting it on this pitcher early.
Hit to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. McNeil's got it for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
The batter,
Digging in now, Abiatel Avelino hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Slow roller left side. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that is. Here's Jake Marisnick. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And he takes a called strike, 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 1-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
High and deep to right center. Davis patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steven Matz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Right on the inside black with the slider, laid off but called to strike. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
That's popped up. Avelino takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. outside for a ball, 1-1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Back goes Yastremski. He makes the catch. What a play on the run.
Just about set to go here as the Giants come to bat in the third inning. And San Francisco fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now back, left field.
Into the box now, Mike Yastremski. Belted high and deep into right center. Marisnick going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Digging in to try it again, Jalen Davis. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Conforto will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Kevin Gausman reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And the run will score all the way from first. It's 8-0. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to the right side. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Next up from New York, Jeff McNeil comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this one runs up high, ball 1. McNeil is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And there's out number 2. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Yeah, as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
To the plate now, Jalen Davis. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Digging in, Aramis Garcia. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes. Now a hot shot here that'll be caught behind the runner at first. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. And the pitch.
I got to tell 2-2.
The bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. First offering on its way. Yoenis Cespedes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Jake Marisnick would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Oh, and he misses it. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Kevin Gausman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is line to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Under it is Marisnick, 1 away. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Ready for another chance? Francisco Lindor. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Lifted in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. And that retires the side. 1 left. All set for the start of the inning. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. Eduardo Nunez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem. Robinson Cano is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. The 0-2 home. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 2 left for the Mets. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Making his way to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
The relay throw, and he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
Now back, the center fielder.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Seth Lugo gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Aramis Garcia. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, now meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Number 46.
Standing in now, Aviatel Avellino. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Cespedes arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The right fielder.
Now to the plate, Austin Slater. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's gone 3 for 6. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marisnik. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. Throw won't get him.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slater at third with 2 away. Popped him up. Alonso is there. And the inning is over. 7th inning ready to roll, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here comes the 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone!
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Wilson Ramos is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1, and it's fouled away. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Count still at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Yastremski is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The left fielder, number 52.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Now in the box, Jake Marisnick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that misses for ball 1. Grounded to third. Up with it there is Sandoval. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in now the versatile Pablo Sandoval.
The third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it's gone into the arcade section.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Stepping in now, Jalen Davis as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Next to the Giants, the first baseman, Brandon.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smart.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Polanco has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. Ground ball sent back up the middle. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Trevor Gott's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58.
Here's Matt Adams now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And now pitch on the way.
I got the count 1 and 2.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Yastremski's got it, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 1,
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. A ball and no strikes.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. And the bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Abiatel Abobino. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. 1 gone here in the Giants half of the 8th, and in to hit next it'll be Austin Slater. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Riding in once again, Jeff McNeil starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Tyler Beatty comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed his zone.
And Sandoval will put this one away for out number 1. So here's Pete Alonso. First pitch on its way. The 0-1 on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Michael Conforto is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout because that's not easy to do.
Changeup laid off down around the shins. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to first, and that's your ball game. 18-1 this evening. The Giants with a division-leading 60th team win this year.
Time of the ball game.